We're up to chapter 2. So, in this chapter we see that the Jewish people get rebuked. They already started with their mistakes. So they got the land of Israel. Yeshua gave everybody the tribes, their locations, their positions. And he told them, make sure you get rid of all the Goyim, get rid of all the Canaanim. And Hashem sends a prophet to give them rebuke. And he says that he's angry at them, Hashem is angry at them. Some say this prophet was Pinhas. And he tells them what? He tells them, you guys are allowed to make peace. You guys made peace with the Canaanim. You left them amongst you. You're supposed to get rid of them. You didn't get rid of them. And therefore, Hashem is upset. What's the problem with keeping the Goyim inside? Takes away from the holiness of Israel. These are bad influences. They serve Avodah Zarah. And we're going to see they actually influence the Jews to start doing Avodah Zarah, Haz Shalom, and serving the Avodah Zarah of Baal, Haz Shalom. So therefore, they made a mistake. They shouldn't have done that. And then the Jewish people was rebuked in a place called Bochim. Bochim in Hebrew means boche, to cry. They were crying afterwards, after what this, they got rebuked, and they realized they made a mistake. So then what? They decided they wanted to do teshuvah, and they wanted to go and finish the job like they were supposed to, and they changed their ways. And now we're going to see how Hashem helps them very much once they do teshuvah. Problem was, why did they get to such a point? Yeshua told them they were supposed to get rid of the Canaanim. Why did they do something different? Because that's what happens. That's what happens when you don't have connection to the rabbi. Yeshua's gone. All Zikanim died afterwards. So there was no rabbi in charge, no rabbi teaching them. And they needed, the Chazal tell us that the rabbis were supposed to go around the whole land, traveling from place to place, making shiurim, to making people connected to the Torah. And since everybody went to their own corner, and then slowly, they, settled in the land, they didn't have that positive influence, so they started going down. A lot of times, you have Yetzirah to say, I need a bigger house. I need more land, a bigger backyard. I want a pool. I want a garage. I want, to feel, my own space. So let me move to Jamaica Estates. Let me move to, Five Towns. Let me move to Holliswood, Hollis Hills, all these places, and I want more space. So what about your spirituality? Will you go to shiurim over there, or you'll just come from work and stay home the whole night? Will you have a chavruta? Will you have a shul that, either you just come to have kiddush and you go home and there's no learning, or will you have a shul that will push you to your limit to make you grow constantly and check on you and make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing? Some shuls you can go to, that you just go and you just chill. You just go and relax. Everybody's, we want to all be the same level. We don't want to grow. We don't want to hear people telling us things that we don't want to hear. We don't want people pushing us and asking us, Pachimweta. I want to come, enjoy, see my friends, buy a nice aliyah, have a nice kiddush, go home, and that's it. And, nice gashmiut, ruchaniyut. Don't bother me with ruchaniyut. Don't push me. I want to relax. I want to be comfortable. And I'm not saying that these places have this problem. I'm just saying that these are places where people move because they wanted more space. And could be they have wonderful shows there. It's true. But a person has to ask himself before you go, will you grow there, or will it cause you to go down? Will it be a community that makes you focus more on spirituality, or will it make you focus more on gashmiut? And then you'll forget. Many people told me, I moved out, I changed too much. I changed a lot. I fell a lot of things. I don't do a lot of things I used to do. So therefore, Am Yisrael, when they moved to the land of Israel, it's a new place. Everybody had their own corner. Problem was, it didn't really bring them up spiritually. They were missing that. And therefore they fell, and they got too close to the Goyim around them. So therefore, it's really the Chachamim's fault also. Chachamim should have went around and make like a campaign to give everybody chizuk. Shmuel Hanavi was praised. He was mechated raglav. He used to go from town to town to town to town. He didn't say, let them come to me if they want to learn. I'm going to go to them. He called the rabbi, I have an event. Can you come give a shiur? Can you come give a lecture? Can you come to my house? I make a shiur in my house. These are beautiful things that people do. And the rabbis should go, and they should say, yes, I'm going to give chizuk to people. Ravadi Alam Shalom, in the month of Elul, he used to go from town to town to town giving chizuk. He used to fill the stadium, soccer stadium, giving shiur about the teshuvah. They used to even rent a helicopter so you can be able to go from one town to the next very fast, because he had multiple shiur in one night. and he didn't want to get stuck in traffic. So he used to come on a helicopter, just speak from place to place to place. Rav Adi himself used to go and schlep and go from place to place to place to give chizuk. Therefore, this is also what each person needs. What does it say in Pirkei Avot? Your house should be bedvad lechachamim. Your house should be a place where the sages meet. You bring sages to your house, and people meet there, and they hear what the sages say. And you make sure in your house. If you feel that, people are not going to come to shul, they're not ready yet to come to shul in the shul, say to your friends, I'm going to make a shish kebab, I'm going to make a nice event, come. And bring a rabbi, bring someone to give a shiur. Why should it be that there's no Torah on the table? Why should it be, everybody loves to come to a shish kebab, everybody loves to come to a party. But infuse it with Torah, invite a speaker, invite someone to give them chizuk, and that way, it will be that, you give chizuk to the whole entire community. But this is what happens when you're not connected, so then you fall, chas v'shalom. The Sfat Emet says, from the Zohar, that the Neshamot, the Nadav Avihu, they came into Pinhas Gilgul, both of them, right? And also we know that Pinhas became Eliyahu Navi. So we say, Ana Hashem, Hoshiana. Ana is Eliyahu, Nadav, Avihu. Ana. It's the three letters. It's the three Neshamot, and they came into Pinhas. So the Zohar says, when Rishon Bar Yochai was studying Parshat Pinhas, he said to his son Rabbi Lazar, how is it possible Pinhas was already alive when Nadav and Avihu died? So it can't be that they're Gilgul. Gilgul means they died and they came back as a new person. Pinhas was already alive when they died, so he had his own neshama. So Rishon Bar Yochai says that when Nadav and Avihu left this world, the neshama were not accepted by the Shekhinah because they didn't have any kids. It's a very big judgment on a person who doesn't have kids. That's why one of the questions after 120, were you busy with having children? Did you make procreate the world? So then, what did they do? So if they would have been able to have kids, they would have been able to have Kohen Gadol. So when Pinchas killed Zimri, many people from Shevet Shimon wanted to kill Pinchas for this, that he killed Zimri. So he got so scared and Neshama left him, the Chazal say. Zohar says his Neshama left him. And then Nadav and Avihu, because there were no place to rest, because Shekhinah didn't let them, they went inside. Now that's why Pinchas was able to get Kohen Gadol, even though he was a Kohen idiot before, because he got the Neshama, Nadav and Avihu. But what? Nadav and Avihu, their problem was respect of Minei Chachamim. They belittled, they didn't value Moshe and Aaron like they were supposed to. They spoke a little bit disrespectful to them. And what? And they said, when will Moshe and Aaron die? That we will be able to be the leaders instead of them. Obviously, they thought they were going to help the Jewish people. They wanted to do good. They didn't want to do bad. But the way they said it was wrong. So therefore, Neshamot needed to go back into Pinhas. And Pinhas will be the prophet who gave rebuke to all Am Yisrael. And he stood up as the leader of Israel to make them do teshuvah. So you see that all these Gilgulim were very connected to what's the reason they made a mistake and how they come back to this world to fix. And therefore, a person has to know what we do has huge effects for the rest of the history. The person has to take every opportunity seriously. You don't know what's going to be in the future. So therefore, a person has to take it seriously. And then finally, we see that they got lazy. The Jewish people, they got excited. New place, new Israel, and it's very we're going to fight. We're going to do. And afterwards, they get into the land, they get comfortable, and they get lazy, and they don't finish the job. And that's a very big test for every single Jew. You could go into the land of Israel, the most excited. You're fulfilling the prophecy of Avraham Avinu. You feel so excited. You're starting something new. No matter what it is, there always will be a tzara afterwards to become chili-bili. Afterwards to become lazy. Afterwards to become, it's new. Now I got used to it. It's not new anymore. Take their foot off the gas. Person has to be careful. Even if you have the most precious thing in the world, Yetzirah will make you think it's nothing and you will be lazy. Chas v'shalom. We should always zuchet to have strength to go in Mechayel and Chayim. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.